Okay, here we have an example of how you can't judge the book by the cover or the old paint can by what's inside. We have an epoxy mix here made by Sterling Lacquer Company that was made, I'll see if I can get the date here for you, in 1986. And we're okay. So the date is right there, if you could see that, 1986. These cans look terrible, and people would ordinarily throw them out, put them in the landfill. But in this case here, this is a 1-to-1 ratio, and the cans look terrible, but what we're going to do is open them up, mix them together, and you're going to see the most fantastic paint in the world. So we'll open up the cans. Alright, Jason is opening up the part 2, which is the catalyst, and then he'll open up the part 1. And we're going to mix it together, or mix it up first. He's going to go around in a circle, get it all homogeneous. And we only need, for this project, we only need about 1 quart. So we're going to take half of the one and half of the other and pour them into that other container there. 1986. And the year here is 2018. "30-year-old paint." Here we go. Okay, about half? Yep. Okay. Okay, about half. Okay, now we'll mix that up. And then ordinarily, the manufacturer says to let this sit for about a half an hour. We may or may not be able to do that. Okay. All right. Sterling Lacquer Company. We don't even know if they exist anymore. But if they do, I'm sure they'll be excited to know that their paint has held up this long. And probably, this is government surplus. So probably the government made them put like 6-month shelf life on these cans. And ordinarily we'd have a brush here to clean up over here, but we don't have one right here in front of us. Okay, so here we are actually applying the paint. This is part 2 of the 30-year-old epoxy YouTube video. So this is a piece of firefighting apparatus. And we'll just ask Kendrick. Kendrick, how's it going on?
It's going on great.
Would you recommend 30-year-old epoxy to anyone else?
Absolutely.
what a beautiful job. Ah, get out of the camera. Look at that sheen. Before, after. Okay, I want to get the camera out of the way of this paint fog. That's it, folks. 30-year-old epoxy.